What's up, ladies? What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to the channel. Y'all see the title. Been gone for way too long. Look, y'all can't even see my hair. But hey, we're gonna try the mic again. I know it sounds a little bit better. Let's hope that'll work. Get it?
It's 2010. If you stand right here, just off this hotel pool in Las Vegas, at a specific time of day, you could die. Violently. Same goes for this spot right here on East Cheap in London. Cause of death, these two buildings respectively. Well, technically the sun reflecting off of the windows of these two buildings, respectively. And to add to this truly odd phenomenon, it all traces back to one very stubborn man. Why? How? What?
A bizarre beam of light radiates onto the street.
It's like being under a magnifying glass.
You were literally being burned.
Some have managed to fry an egg.
It got up to 92.6 degrees.
That's Celsius.
This was an attack by the Death Ray.
Enter a story revolving around fascinating physics phenomena, reckless architecture, melting steel, and...
But isn't that illegal? And don't you have to have a license to build that? Because actually, I did thought that construction was free. I didn't even think you needed a degree for that, but you do. Especially, but if you're building a skyscraper, you're supposed to know how many stories and what material to build out of, just in case that happens. Now, I don't know if he got sued. Now, like that's obviously a lawsuit right there.
and burned human flesh.
See, look,
This is the weird world of solar death rays.
I love.
This is Bill Pintus, a lawyer from Chicago who enjoys spending time in Las Vegas every now and then. He's chilling at the Vdara Hotel on the Strip. He takes a little swim in the pool, then returns to his lounge chair. Martin Lindsay drives into the city for some errands. It's a hot, sunny day. He parks his Jaguar right behind 20 Fenchurch Street on East Cheap before heading off for about an hour. By afternoon, it's really, really hot in Vegas. Bill doesn't mind the escalating heat until suddenly his hair starts burning. Martin returns to his beloved car only to find someone taking pictures of it. He comes closer and notices the car's body is partially melted. Bill's hair, hat and legs are burned. He rushes to the shade of an umbrella, but it offers little relief. The sun is so intense and blistering that no matter where he goes, he can't seem to find an escape. Both of these stories actually happened.
It's completely warped. You can get your hand underneath here, and you can get your hand in here. It's absolutely ruined.
Both incidents are due to a phenomenon called solar convergence, or much cooler, solar death rays.
Death ray.
The physics behind it is fairly simple. When parallel light rays strike a parabolically curved surface, they are all reflected to a single point known as the focal point. The distance between the surface and the focal point is called focal length, similar to the focal length of a camera lens. Depending on how stretched or compressed the parabola curve is, the focal point changes. Either way, the result is one concentrated, very hot beam of light, sometimes capable of melting objects and causing serious burns. These rays can even melt rocks. On YouTube, you'll find numerous videos of people showcasing their DIY home-built death ray reflectors.
A nice turkey burger.
In the cases of Bill and Martin, the reflective curved glass facade of the Vdara Hotel and the facade of 20 Fenchurch in London were responsible. The focal points of both buildings happen to be precisely where humans interact. Luckily, these particular death rays only occur sporadically. The alignment of the sun and the parabolic surface have to be...
Now listen, I know this may sound crazy. Now look, before I even start yapping, look, you see this? Every time when I decide to use this to have a clearer audio, it never works. So this is why the audio sounds just like this, because this is annoying. And every time when I turn it on, y'all already know the history. So I'm just gonna have to buy just a streamer normal microphone. That's just what I'm gonna have to do, and let's just see if that works. But will this affect at nighttime though? And I know what y'all thinking, that it might not. But it will. Because just think, at night it's still hot.
Have to be just right.
Go
But
on.
a few hours of death rain on a random Thursday can do more than enough damage. Several reports of burned hair, melted plastic, extreme sunburns, deformed vehicles, and charred doormats went viral. One journalist even fried an egg in front of 20 Fenchurch to demonstrate the intense heat.
It is so hot. It is so hot. There you go. He has just cooked that egg on a frying pan on the streets of London.
Fortunately, in the cases of the two buildings, no one was critically injured, at least physically.
So they
Martin
didn't
might be a little
destroy it?
traumatized from seeing his jack all burned up. If, for example, a baby had been inside the car, the outcome could have been far more serious. And luckily, no one fell asleep at the hotel pool in Vegas long enough to get seriously burned or even killed. Reports show that temperatures soared up to 100.
Well, I mean, the sun can do this even without the skyscraper reflecting. The sun can already do that to us anyway, any time of the day. But thanks to the atmosphere, you see now my psychological, mind is talking. So now since we do got a good atmosphere, we're not really that much affected. But yeah, this will happen even if
17 degrees Celsius on East Cheap, while at the Vidara temperatures increased by 20 degrees Celsius around the pool. Not to be Captain Obvious, but that seems like some seriously design, right? All of this could have been avoided with proper planning and a few design adjustments.
That's what I just told
who's
you.
responsible? As it turns out, one guy designed both buildings. This is the Uruguayan architect Rafael Vignoli. He seems to really enjoy his parabolical shapes. Reports show that he was even aware of the problem way before the Vidara was constructed. The windows of the hotel had been preemptively covered with a custom film to reduce the sun's effects by 70%. Which clearly didn't help all that much. So considering that
he only saying that because he's not the one feeling the heat. Now, you put yourself in the pedestrian shoes, and then let's see, you're gonna destroy that.
Vignoli was well aware of the issue by the time the Vidara was built. Why would he make the same mistake again when designing 20 Fenchurch, also nicknamed Walkie Talkie, Walkie Scorchy, or the Fry Scraper? Gotta love British media.
It is ridiculous. You don't need to go on holiday, Gracie. I'm going to Croatia in a couple of weeks. I think I might just pitch a tent down here and actually sunbathe here. It's really good.
In 2013, Vignoli gave The Guardian a legendary interview in which he explained himself. That was a completely different problem, said Vignoli, insisting he was following a master plan that specified arc-shaped towers. We pointed out that would be an issue too, but who cares if you fry somebody in Las Vegas, right? Regarding the Walkie Scorchy, he said, I knew this was going to happen,
Right.
but there was a lack of tools or software that could be used to analyze the problem accurately. Actually, there were many tools available to architects to avoid solar convergence issues at the time, but somehow he didn't stop talking at this point during the interview and just went on. When it was spotted on a second design iteration, we judged the temperature was going to be about 36 degrees, but it's turned out to be more like 72 degrees.
Come on. You see, as a professional retired liar, you can just tell somebody lying real good. Or, well, he not lying good. He's lying bad because he's trying hard to lie to somebody who don't know that they're lying, to accept that, they tell the truth, but he's actually lying. How? Even if it was that cold, the sun can still reflect it off the mirror. Like I told you, the sun can do that to us anyway, any time of the day. If our atmosphere wasn't like this, we would actually be dead.
They're calling it the death ray because if you go there, you might die. It is phenomenal, this thing. Phenomenal is kind of an odd choice of words when describing that a thing you made could burn people to death, but naturally, Vignoli wasn't done here. When I first came to London years ago, it wasn't like this. Now you have all these sunny days, so you should blame this thing on global warming too, right? So many hot takes in such a short interview. Rafael Vignoli passed away in 2023, leaving some unresolved questions about his designs. 20 Fenchurch was awarded the title of the worst building in the UK in 2015. If you Google solar convergence today, a planning advice document on the matter by the City of London is the top result. The problematic side of the walkie-talkie was outfitted with special sun blinds in 2014. Permanent awnings were installed on the upper floors, while a brise-soleil was added to the remaining glass facade. In Vegas,
Y'all don't mind the background. We all are family. Y'all can hear the background.
next to the non-reflective film that was applied to the glass facade of the Vdara, hotel staff provided umbrellas and pot plants at the pool. And despite the name, solar depth rays can also be quite practical. For instance, parabolic reflectors can channel sunlight to dark places. This effect is used in a project in New York City where solar reflectors light an underground space. Parabolic reflectors outside harness sunlight, directing it toward the focal point. This concentrated light is then refracted multiple times and directed to an underground space. Another parabolic mirror at the end spreads it evenly throughout the space. Or take this solar furnace in France. The concentrated heat evaporates water to generate power. Temperatures at the focal point can reach up to 4,432 degrees Celsius. Vignoli would be proud.
Oh yeah, he
When
would.
designing buildings,
Oh yeah, he would. 4,000. Listen, if that was $4,000, I mean, if that was 4,000 degrees, nigga, everybody, I'm talking about literally everybody in the world would be literally fried. I don't know what he would do. He going to jail for life. Come on. But 4,000, like 4,000 degrees. And you want to know? I always wondered, like, is a oven? Stay with me. All right. Wait, let me adjust the camera. Can y'all see me? Now, is the oven hotter than the microwave? I always had that thought, because when you put foil in a microwave, obviously it's going to shrink, do whatever. It's going to almost blow up the house. But if you put foil in the oven, it's not. Probably because the microwave is radioactive. But I don't really know the temperatures of a microwave, though, you see. It's like 1,100 watts, but what is watts equal to degrees? See? Y'all know I'm thinking smart right now. Just hold on. So what I think is, if the max degrees is 500 for an oven, I generally think that the microwave is hotter, but it can't really, it just can't be, because if the microwave was hotter, food wouldn't even get cold.
Strong foundation in physics
In certain
math
spots.
is
Come on,
clearly
y'all
essential.
know.
Brilliant is an excellent platform.
Yeah. Y'all know we had to skip the ad. All right, but very very interesting video. Very good video. If they would make like just think about it. What if all skyscrapers was like that? I don't know what they'll do. Everybody's basically, we done. We done for. But then I just wonder, cause he didn't even say, is that building still up, or did they destroy it? Hey, plenty of questions, not enough answers. You feel me? Very good video, ladies. So again, fellas, y'all stay safe.